Yo, dude, how are you?
I'm good, man. Got my water. I'm really dehydrated today. I'm in a really energetic mood, and I think it's because I've had not even a half day at work.
Right.
Like,
So you're not been doing your hourly water sips.
no. And to be fair, I've been asleep downstairs for the last like 2 hours. Like, you messaging me saying, "Oh, do you want to do half two?" Actually, woke me up. So like,
Nice.
mate, this week has been long as shit. You know what
No,
I
I'm
mean?
gonna
Like,
say you sent me your schedule. I'll look at it. I'll like, when do you actually sleep?
we
But I guess
don't
if
sleep.
if you have a midday half an hour nap every now and again.
Well, that's the thing that's getting me through life at the minute, man. Just these 30-minute naps or 20-minute naps. Actually, have you ever heard of the 8-minute military technique?
I think I have. I wouldn't be able to name it. I wouldn't know the program, but tell me.
So one of my clients who I train on the gym floor, Phil, he was telling me one way that he like gets through like the day, or people that you know, I can't remember exactly. 'Cause Phil's a forest school teacher, so I don't know why you'd use it. But
Yeah,
like
during teaching hours. Yeah.
gonna say fucking just create a fire and thought, fuck it, like let's sleep. No, 8 minutes. You put your feet up on like an elevated surface, and you don't have to sleep. You can just like close your eyes, meditate, whatever really. And it like recharges you for the day. So you do it several times through the day. So I don't know how many times you do it. I do it like twice, but it like really rejuvenates you. It's like having a Red Bull. You just feel great afterwards.
I didn't know they did it in like military or like firefighting, whatever it was. But I have heard about just elevating your legs like during the day. If ever you're tired or tense, just legs up.
It's military. It's like when they're out in the war zones and stuff, you know, when they need to like, they've been awake 24, 36, 48 hours, whatever, on like missions, and they think, fuck it, I need 8 minutes.
You're in the trenches. 2 secs, boys. Stick
Boys,
your foot up.
it's my 8 minutes. Like, your phone goes off. Sorry, boys, it's my time.
Get shot. Good job you're wearing steel toe cap boots. Ping. All right, time to wake up.
Oh, I just need to put my ointment on.
Your ointment? What type
I've
of
got
ointment is that?
herpes. I've got
Oh,
herpes.
wow. Okay, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very appealing, I would say, to the camera. Yeah, it's stress, man. It's been a stressful week.
Yeah.
Like,
So what have you been
shit
doing
going
to
on.
relieve the stress this week? Or if anything?
What have I been doing? Gym. That's the only thing I do. That's the only thing I do. It's boring, man. Like, because it's a boring life.
Did you play football the other day?
Yeah, man. Played last night.
Yep.
I had a sick game. Absolutely insane game. But we lost. Ice played sick. Like, individual performance, mate.
Yeah.
Man of the match. But as a team, just couldn't gel together. But we did all right. We did all right.
It's so funny that you say that because usually it's my independent performance that sort of carries the team, but not enough to win. But we actually got a win yesterday. Unbelievable.
With your team. Your team suck.
So yeah, we sucked that bad. We had to move a day and go to a 5-a-side rather than a 6-a-side.
Oh, fair. I don't think we've only done that comeback since Ikem played for you, haven't we?
Huh?
We've only done that one comeback episode since Ikem played for you, and I got really angry. And you were trying to fight every single player on their team.
It was so funny. But we played a team worse than that team. They were like much more violent, and you know goals where it's the encaged, closed, caged environment.
Yeah.
So last night, people getting shoved against the fences, that sort of shit.
I hate it when it gets like that. Like, I'm all about the football. I'm all about the soccer. I'm all about the beautiful game. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a place for violence. Peacemakers here.
Come here.
Like,
For violence.
We don't incite violence. Not like the mainstream media.
No. That took such a left turn. But yeah, I've never felt more like Neymar in my life. I got fouled like 6 times, won 3 free kicks. Fucking, I'm getting stamped on my feet. It's actually swollen a little bit. But yeah.
Nice. Sounds great, mate.
Yeah,
Don't know what else this week, or just
No, I've just worked.
Work.
Yeah, it's not been that exciting of a week.
We had a big leak in the house. We had an
Oh yeah,
explosion under the. Oh, mate.
explosion sounds good.
Explosion, honestly. Like. No. Walking through and could see Lino just like curling up at the end. And pulled like the things up, the floorboards. Had a little look under. I couldn't see anything except dripping. And I'm like, what the fuck is this coming from? So like, I had my head under, I had my torch under, having a little look. And anyway, I noticed something that I thought was a dandelion. And I wouldn't like a little dandelion thing when it's like blowing in the air.
Yeah.
I thought it was that. And then I looked closer, it wasn't, mate. It was just a really extreme, violent, like, crack in the pipe. Going, like, I'll send you the video. It literally looks like a dandelion. So, like, we've had no water for the start of the week. So I've been having to sneak into, like, local gyms to, just to shower. So, like, my hair's been a lot greasier than usual this week, which has been quite nice. So I ain't had to buy oil to cook my chicken. Just been rinsing out the air. And, yeah,
I was just about to say, you save like a crap ton of money on the water bill, but I guess not if you've got a constant leak.
Well, I had to get the stopcock on and stop it, and then obviously plumbers came in, like got rid of because it was lead piping, which is like old school as shit, wasn't it? Little fart. Yeah, old school as shit. So now they've like put PVC down there, so it's like all sorted. But I redid the floor yesterday.
Wow.
So I've started my new business, Dan's Floorboarding. If you are interested, I am starting rates at £20 an hour. So I'm a landscaper because I did Steph's garden, a floorboarder, and I'm pretty sure I'll be something else next week when I decide that I've got another skill to do.
Nice. Oh my god. 5 trips to B&Q this week then, well?
Yeah, well, like, so Steph messaged me, and that's my partner. To people watching. And she said, "Oh, Dan, can you go to B&Q and can you get some like floorboard and like put it down and things?" And I thought, yeah, all right. So I had a look because I'm after being here for 3 years, I'm still not familiar with the local area. So I typed into Google Maps B&Q. The closest one was Dover, which is like 25 miles away. 25 miles, 25 minutes, about 13 miles away. So I thought, fuck it, better go. Anyway, I get back. On my way back, I realise there's a fucking home base, don't I? Literally down the road, 5 minutes, mate. Fuming. Absolutely fuming.
So really what you've done is you've gone off to home base, a few pints down pub, then come back and be like, I had to go to Dover.
Exactly, nice. Mate. Like, that's my alibi. I went to B&Q, like, went on that 26-mile round trip. Oh, man.
Where were closest B&Q? Oh, it was just across water in France. Yeah,
it was up north. Like, I had to go back up to Leeds and like see it lads and that. They helped me. They helped me pick it out because I didn't know how to like stuff and that. Got really itchy hair. Jesus.
Oh, have you had a hair transplant? Or is that just the grease? Just looked luscious and long.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't know why.
From where I'm sat, mate, it looks horrid and shit.
The camera's doing wonders.
Oh, I hope so. I might go into modelling. That might be my next thing. My landscaper, my floorboarder. I don't even know if that's the word. What's the word? It's not floorboarder, is it?
No.
Is it just floor layer? I'm a layer.
A layer. Yeah.
I'm a layer.
A layer of pipe, but yes.
Yeah, I do like pipe. Oh shit! Dropped my thing. What was I going to say? Oh, did you see that Ugandan thing this week? Going into news and shit.
What's happened in Uganda?
So, they've banned being gay. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like apparently they've banned being homosexual. And anyway, the news put out this big story. Man in Uganda executed or sentenced to death for being homosexual. That's your reaction. Holy shit. But what they fail to put forward is that the guy who is gay, he raped a kid. So
Oh.
he's been executed for raping a kid. And the mainstream media have put it forward as like this fucking anti-gay thing, but it's not. It's an anti don't fuck kids kind of thing. You know, like it's spastics, mate. Just gonna make sure this is going on. So beautiful. But the media, mate, got such an agenda. You don't even know what to say to that, do you?
I don't know what to say to that. I need to do more research before I can comment further.
I'm literally just telling you the facts right now, mate.
If they're killing the child rapist, then yeah, I'm down for it. I'm fully
100%.
behind that.
What would you do to him?
What, the child rapist?
Yeah.
Oh, what would you be your go-to method of torture?
Yeah, what would you do to him from like start to finish?
Oh my god.
Go on.
Oh,
Entice me. Entice me.
cogs are turning. Wow, I'm excited. I don't know. I think I'd start small. Maybe go for like toes or something. Like crush them with pliers. And
I
then
wouldn't. I think you've jumped into it too quick.
what? Oh, what? Well, I tickle them first.
Mental warfare, my friend.
Mental warfare.
You got to start with a mentality. You got to break them down. You got to start rubbing shit onto the body like acid and things.
Oh, all right, okay.
You know what I mean? Just like peel a little bit of skin, give them a little bit of soreness, and then you want to start saying what you're going to do to them. Scare them a little bit.
Why did you just pull your nipple like? Say what you're gonna do.
Tell them what you're going to do.
He's there. He's like, keep going.
It was actually very, very sensual. I was like saying that as well. Like my tone, inflection just kind of went.
What are you gonna do to me?
Go on then, mate. You'd start with the toes.
Well, yeah. I've always wanted to like just crush someone's bones or like fingers or something like that.
Nice.
I
Then
would.
what?
I'd like. Oh, there used to be like a film, like a horror film, and they had an eyeball and they pulled it out of the socket. Like, I'd love, I'd love to squish an eyeball.
Do you know what I'd do?
I think that'd be like oddly satisfying sort of thing.
Do you think it'd be better to make them eat their own eye
Oh,
while it's still connected? So it's like there they've got to eat it, and then like the bit that's behind it, they have to like suck it in like spaghetti, like that. Oh, that'd be mad. Go on, mate. Then
that's
what? Entice me.
unbelievable. Maybe force feed them their own genitals at that point. That's the least they
Nice.
deserve, yeah.
Would you blend it up so it's like baby food?
I don't know if that'll turn them on or not.
Or if you've cut the cock off and they're bleeding out, I'd try and stop the bleeding though. You know what I mean? So I'd like cut it off and then what's it called when you
Cauterize?
cauterize? I'd cauterize the crotch area so it stops bleeding. So they're in excruciating pain.
Mm.
Blend the cock. I'd tape a funnel to the mouth. Have them like that, like locked in position, like with like a what's called a vice, and then I'd slowly pour it into the mouth, and they'd like be choking on their own blended cock.
I don't. That just took me to the South Park episode where they're the human iPad, and he's like, "You want the cuttlefish or the whatever it is?" He's like,
Oh,
"What do you want?"
is that the when he does like the human centipede?
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
You have like put ass to mouth. That could be a thing. You could sew their own ass to their own mouth and like
Yeah.
break every single vertebrae to like make them there. Oh, that could be quite fun. A constant cycle of pooing and eating.
Putting it in. As long as they get the vitamins, that's all they need to live.
I wonder if that is like the key to immortality. You know what I mean? You've got constant sustenance.
Well, it's like futuristic, isn't it? Where films are just like you get like a handful of vitamins. Just literally
Mm,
like pills and pills. And then they get fed like sludge usually.
wild.
That's it.
Speaking of rapists, Russell Brand.
Oh, so what has he done? Or what has it come out that he's done?
Well, Channel 4, so nobody came out initially. This is from what I understand. If I'm wrong, someone persecute me. So from what I understand, Channel 4 have gone in. He used to work for Channel 4. So whatever's been taking place happened when he was there. So like at the time, apparently they knew about it and they didn't come out. And now they've gone after Russell Brand, um, and they've spoke to like loads and loads of women that he's like slept with over the course of how many years. Like he used to be a sex addict, used to be a heroin addict, all that. You know that. Everyone knows that, it's public knowledge. And they've not given a number of how many people they spoke to. They just said hundreds. Spoken to hundreds of women, and out of them hundreds, 4 women have come forward and said that he's sexually abused them or assaulted them or raped them in some kind of form. Like one of them was that he went into a toilet and flashed them. Another was that he forced himself upon them. But then there's there's that side, which obviously the whole believe all women stuff, which you tend to want to believe that women won't lie about that, but some women do. It wouldn't surprise me because he looks a bit like a scumbag, like especially in his older days. So it wouldn't surprise me. But then you've got to take the other narrative, which he's putting forward, saying that media are trying to attack him because he's going against like Big Pharma and things. And who pays the media? It's Big Pharma, Pfizer, all these like multi-billion-pound corporations. And then if you look at the statistics of psychopaths who make stuff up for money, it's like I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like 2% of all humans are considered psychopaths and have no empathy and would literally sell the soul for money. And if they've interviewed, say, 300 people, 2% of 300 is 6 people. So it makes sense in terms of sociopaths who come forward for money. And that's his side of it. So it's that, do you believe 4 women have been sexually assaulted, or do you believe that a big corporation tried to silence someone who were going against them?
Gonna say a big corporation doesn't take a lot to just have a few plants in that survey.
Well, he's talking about actors as well. Like, they've done it before, haven't they? When they've got actors in who can cry on demand and things. I can't remember who they did it, but they were a big case a while ago. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what it is, but I just remember reading it.
Well, it's possible because the BBC go to like such lengths to protect their known pedophiles and rapists throughout the years. So
Exactly. Well, it's the same as case with Philip Schofield. Like when he got caught, like I don't think he. Well, they say he's a bit of a nonce, don't they?
but yeah,
Like
and turned out it was.
yeah, he groomed that young lad from when he was younger, and then they had 2 days of absolutely hammering Philip Schofield, like talking to everyone, like, oh, it's worst thing to happen, lost his job, lost his career, blah blah, which rightly so. And then he did that interview with that guy, said, oh, it's affecting my mental health. Oh, feel sorry for me. And then everyone just stopped because he's part of this protected class of fucking media personalities who get the little bit of comeuppance where people are going at them, but as soon as they pull out the depression card or the victimization card, they fucking have them.
Funny you say that because recently, all I've been seeing, well, not all I've been, but like a lot of it is like that depression side. Like it's montage videos on like Instagram, the reels, like everything's like targeted. I'm like, it gets you in that mindset of like, am I depressed? Should I be depressed?
It's because we're in a victim culture, mate. Like, everyone's fucking. Everyone wants to be a victim. Absolutely everybody wants to be a victim. It's actually quite sad.
Because it's like an easy way out.
It is. It's an easy. Well, you said it, an easy way out. It's an easy excuse if something doesn't go your way or if you've been caught doing something. And it's become a culture where people want people to feel sorry for themselves and nobody's taking accountability or responsibility for their actions or anything. It's like if I go down the street, shit in the street, an old woman falls on my shit and dies. It's like, oh no, it wasn't my shit. It was the woman. She should have been looking where she was going. No, you shit in the street. So I know it's like a stupid comparison. It just came to my mind
I'm
like
trying.
that. But
I'm trying to think of the argument and be like, well, maybe like they could be incontinent, but like even if they are, they should have cleaned up their own shit.
like recently, I think it's that, and I think there has been a bit of a shift, like with society and stuff. Everything it's it. Let's bring it to like feminism and masculinity bollocks. So like extreme feminism, it used to be a patriarchy. So let's think of it as like a balancing act. Used to be like that, yeah. So patriarchy up here, matriarchy down here. But then, like feminism over the years, like extreme feminism, it's gone so far one way. It's gone up here now, and now men such as myself, such as yourself, such as like people like Andrew Tate who follow Andrew Tate, who people like that. What's he called? The guy that runs everywhere. You don't know me.
Oh, David Goggins. Yes.
David Goggins. Like people like that have started to shift back, and it's going to go back all the way this way, and it's going to be a complete like back and forth until one day there needs to be a balancing act where everyone can just fucking live in harmony and unity. And why do people argue about everything? You know what I mean? It's just stupid.
Yeah, you'll never find perfect balance, not in a society anyway, unless it's like governed like you have like Russia, I imagine, or like North Korea or South Korea, which is the bad one.
North Korea's a bad one.
Yeah, like so that uniform military, like martial law. That's the only way you can have that. But yeah, right before we started recording, I was thinking exactly about that sort of teetering, and that Andrew Tate had that massive influx of people, but now they've gotten rid of him. I feel it teetering back the other way.
You know something? I get where you're coming from. Like, I still see all like these, especially like with the OnlyFans kind of hype coming through, and like women taking charge and being in control of their own body and things. But I'm still seeing a lot of guys who are fucking fed up of the narrative that it's not okay to be a guy, and that is a narrative that's been like played about for years and years, making men feel dog shit for being men. Like, if a bloke wants, it used to be a case if a guy were going down the street and he had muscles, he looked well, he dressed nice, he had a nice car, it was considered toxic masculinity. I hate using that phrase because I think it's a bullshit phrase, but it was considered toxic masculinity. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. How is it toxic masculinity to want to fucking just be the best version of yourself? You know what I mean? Obviously, there is toxic blokes out there, as well as there's toxic women out there. It's both on same sides. But what about just being a fucking man and having a bit of masculinity? Like, women have got femininity, and it's all right to be feminine. You know what I mean? But why is it not all right to be masculine? Why is it not all right to want to be the best version of yourself and actually be a traditional bloke and not fucking bow down to painting my fingernails, putting makeup on me, and floating around like a fruitcake? Like, it just makes no sense to me as to why it's so stigmatized.
Because the verming of society want to say you can be whoever you want to be, but not strive. They want it easy. That's it. That's all it is.
Like, you're right. And the thing is, like, I hold the view, I don't know if you do as well, like, this whole fucking, I don't want to be so stereotypical as a fucking podcast like that, but the whole gender bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, people are getting so lit about both sides. Like, there's 2 genders. Oh my god, there's 1,000 genders. Who cares? Like, who actually gives a flying fuck? Like, if you want to identify as a fucking flagpole, be a flagpole. If you want to identify as a man or a woman and think there's only 2, fair enough. Why do people feel like they've got so much self-righteous? You know what I mean? The people think they're so important that only their view matters. Like, oh my god, how dare you think there's more genders? Or how dare you think there's only 2 genders? Who cares? If you want to identify as that, identify as it. Don't make someone feel like they need to call you that. Just exactly like I'm not going to make you call me a man if you don't want to call me a man. I think I'm a man. If you want to call me a cisgendered man, call me a fucking cisgendered man. Like, I'm not going to take offence to it. People are so fucking
Butt hurt.
petty.
Yeah.
Butt hurt, yeah.
For real, for
Idiots.
something that people really shouldn't care about. Like, why do I care about other people's opinions? That's all it is.
As long as you're happy, why do you care what other people think? If you want to identify as something, be it. Like, who gives a shit? Like, people care too much and think that they're so important that only their opinion's valid. I'm going to speak to majority of people. No one actually really gives a fuck about you. Like, we're all very insignificant in this whole cycle of life. Look how big the universe is. You're very insignificant. Just try and have a good, positive impact on where we are right now. Be the truest version of yourself and don't impose your opinions on people. Or if you're going to impose your opinions, do it in a respectful way and have an actual conversation rather than a bullshit argument. Simple.
And that, I think, is a perfect clip and a perfect time to end this podcast. That was brilliant. Yeah, we're going to stop that. Oh, that's a YouTube short right there.
Let's do it.
Motivational speeches from Dan right here, right now. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. It's been amazing. This has been nice. I feel empowered after that chat.
Yeah, do you feel like your willy's got a little bit bigger?
Yeah, I'm just slowly gaining an erection, bro.
I've got a little bit longer than a clip now. Like, it's a little bit bigger.
Dribbled a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, well, it's been a pleasure as always, mate.
But yeah, guys, like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye.